What's up, friends? This is Manni and I beat the system in Clash Royale, okay? And by the way, yes, I am still playing this game. I actually can't stop. I probably have like 40 or 50 hours into my phone right now. It's insane, okay? This thing's getting charged 3 times more often than it normally does. But what do I mean when I say I beat the system? Now, here's the thing about me. I have always been this guy that's very impatient, that uses microtransactions to buy more powerful things and get stronger quicker, because I wanted that, yeah? But I will not do it in Clash Royale. I will stay a 100% free-to-play player. I'm not even going to buy a battle pass to get the rewards that I've already earned that I just need to unlock with the battle pass. I don't care. I don't need to get more powerful cards right now. Because here's the reason why. And I'm gonna test this theory with you guys over the course of the next videos. Over the course of this video, I will show you 3 matches, starting with the one you're seeing right now, where according to the turn A deck standard level and the calculation that goes with it, I am at -5 and my opponent is at -6 with the deck level. So we're equal, okay? Now, the next opponent after that will already have a +15 advantage against me. And in the third match, the guy has a +20 advantage. Alright, of course, understand in the beginning, and right now I was recording this at 1500 trophy rank, so things can still be different here and it's easier to outplay enemies. Now, as you raise up the trophy ranks and get higher and higher in the league, so to speak, then of course things get more difficult and dangerous as your enemy has higher deck levels than you do. But what will always stay the same is the fact that you'll eventually reach this point where you will cease to progress, because the enemies will outpay you. It is a pay-to-win game, and there's no question about it. You can buy for better cards, for card levels, and you can have advantages over other players, so it's the definition of pay-to-win. But it is still in a way where you can use skills to outplay and outsmart your opponent or outreact your opponent. So you can counter it here in this game relatively well too, although, again, the higher you get in this trophy, league, ranking, whatever, the more impossible it will get once your enemy has a certain advantage over you. And unless you're willing to buy everything the game has and max it out completely, you will always end up running, according to your skills and deck level, into some threshold at some point at which progressing becomes much harder and damn near impossible. At the time of this recording here, I was at around 1600 trophy level, and I was still progressing easily forward, despite my opponents often outperforming my cards with, for example, a level 11 prince right there, which is just crazy. But it was still going forward very quickly for me, and in the meantime, after this recording, right now on my phone, I would be at 2600 or 2500, and it's beginning to change. I find out that now I'm winning probably around the same amount of matches as I'm losing. And the enemy deck level is significantly much more often higher than mine than it was back in that time. Okay, so there is of course a correspondence between the deck level and your win chances, a direct connection, if you will. And the thing is though, what you need to consider, and that's where I say I beat the system, I understand that I could now invest into the game, buy the battle pass, and get myself a whole load of extra cards and upgrades, but what will happen then? That means I will raise to 3500, and then I will have the same problem. So nothing will really change. It's just that I have a higher trophy rank, and yeah, maybe I will have a few different cards at my disposal that I right now have no access to, but so do my enemies. Right now, my enemies do not really have access to legendary cards. There's one guy I've seen with a legendary archer or 2, so yeah, it's okay. And maybe I will raise to 2700, maybe I will raise to 2900, maybe I will make it to 3500 without paying, but I have no doubt that eventually I reach this point where there is no more progressing, and every win I make is probably a win that I really had to earn. But I'm okay with that. I'm not spending money into this game, and I'm having a ton of fun in it. And the game is not making any efforts to prevent me from playing, such as what other games do with an energy rate bar or whatever. After 5 matches, your energy is depleted and you have to fill it up using money to keep playing. Something that I found in Shadow Fight 2 back in the days, or in Vega Conflict, a mobile game I played back in the days, where it's not an energy bar, but you have repair time on your fleet. So you have a battle, your fleet is destroyed or damaged. Now you have 24 hours real-time repair on it. So yeah, have fun not playing the game in that meantime. Because you only have so many ships, and when they're all destroyed, you can literally no longer play. And so that's not a thing that is here in Clash Royale. I can play as much as I want, and of course I will get my ass handed to me by overpowered cards and players who have leveled further than me, whether it be through investing or whether it be through just simply playing for a longer time than I am. But I can still win the game, and that is the big thing. I can still win, and I can still enjoy the game, and I have fun. And of course it will sometimes be frustrating, but it would be the same if I invested in, because then I will just have a higher threshold at which I'll be stopped. But there will always be somebody who outpays you. Like I said, unless you're literally willing to buy everything in the game and max everything it has instantly, then you can have the same condition as the best max players as well, and then it's really just only your skills that make the difference. But I'm not willing to spend hundreds, thousands of dollars, and in fact, because I'm not spending that much, I may as well just spend nothing at all, you see? That's where I said I beat the system, but in all honesty, this is still just a theory, because I haven't made it deep enough into the game to say clearly if this will pan out in the end or not. But if you like this idea, then stay tuned here on the channel, because I keep you posted and updated, and I will keep making videos about it, and we'll see together if it works, okay? Right here you see, according to the Turn 8 deck standard, level 9 for common cards, level 7 for rare, level 4 for epic, and level 1 legendary. My opponent here in this case has a plus 20 advantage over me, and I will win. I will win this match, spoiler alert, because I think I'm doing a few things right. And of course, probably also a few things wrong. I'm still learning a lot about this game, and I also find myself making mistakes. And right now, at my current rank of about 2,600 trophies, I found so much joy in ranged units that are airborne. So, for example, that flying machine you see right there, or the white dragons, the common dragons, those ones here, the skeleton dragons, or the baby dragon as well. In my current deck, I literally have the baby dragon, these dragons, and the flying machine, and the musketeer as a ranged ground unit, and with that combination, I can really put a wall of firing things in front of the enemy that are not stationary like turrets, but they're actually gonna move forward as soon as they defended my towers. And I can make very interesting counterattacks all the time, and I really enjoy that. I also tried that magician there, this fire mage, and I also tried this undead queen or whatever, the witch who summons skeletons, but they cost 5 elixir, and I find that the more expensive a card is, the more I feel forced to defend it when I see it walking towards an enemy tower, for example, right? And my strategy is more like reacting to what the enemy does, and then using that created momentum for a counterattack. And that is how I'm relatively successful right now. But I also run into a lot of problems with my strategy, because my strategy revolves around many weaker units as compared to a few stronger units. So I'm very susceptible to fireballs and arrow barrages and so on. Very often I get my entire army deleted by a single fireball when they come in at a wrong time very badly over the bridge, all in one bundle, okay? But again, also here the ranged units help me out, because the ranged units don't have to cross that bridge, so I can spread them out and they will fly towards the princess tower and not bunch up as much, and that's where the enemy fireballs are no longer as dangerous for me. So here you see I'm using my prince to counter and kill that last tower, and that was the end for this match. It was a really good match, and it was hard to do this one. I also lost one of my towers, but I was victorious at the end. That's what counts. And yeah, I'm having fun. What do you think about this type of video? Do you want to stay tuned on this experiment? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, and Manni signing off.